Considering the potential for AI to create art, what does the future hold for human artists, and how might the definition of artistry evolve? You can go back and look at when everyone asked these questions when Photoshop became accessible. Or go back further to when Kodak cameras made photography accessible. Or go back further to when photography was invented. AI is just another tool, just another step in that path. Art will be fine. If you're worried about it though, you can always go throw some cash at a local artist. I'm sure they will appreciate it. Lol at people that think it would replace art. It's a JPG vs a picture on your wall with textures and the strokes of paint depending on the mood of the artist, and so on. AI replacing art, lol. If we're being hopeful, AI never overtakes human artists and instead creates a society where it's used to do general labor while we institute UBI or something similar. AI doesn't create art. That's like saying a paintbrush creates art. I think this is where the definition of artistry will evolve. What AI really does is make the subject of postmodernism accessible. Every artistic revolution is born from a rebellion against standardization. The next stage of art is either metamodernism or the post-contemporary. AI doesn't create, it steals art to make it. I guess with art, it's an expression or statement of a particular concept. AI art is the end result of a human's conceptualization, for example, the specific inputs used corrections. It's not automatically inferior just because it was made by an algorithm. Having said that, yes, it's a shame that it's competing against humans who use far more time to manually create artwork. But you know what? When digital art became a thing, many thought it would overshadow the traditional means, and they were right. However, it didn't replace it. And I think that's the point. AI will develop and could be the dominant art form. But the older modes will still be around and there'll still be great value appreciation for them. Human artists are not going to be able to make any money in commercial art. That's a given. A company will definitely rather pay $9.99 a month to have instant art delivered $247 than pay someone $2K a month and have art delivered after hours, then ask for adjustments, wait more, etc. All those artists saying that only humans can deliver precisely what the customer requires, or that AI art is not as high quality, or that it lacks soul, they are all coping. On the other hand, those artists that have built a presence online, on social media, are going to survive just fine, provided that their community is big enough. When it comes to the definition of artistry, I don't think anything will change. Probably artists will lose some prestige, as something that only them could do before is now being surpassed by common machines. Also, art will probably lose value, as the internet is going to be flooded with extremely high-quality art which will desensitize everyone to beauty. Generative systems don't really make art per se, but it's able to generalize what humans consider art and output something similar. These systems have analyzed enough imagery that generative art is the culmination of everything humans have considered to be artistic. It's very easy to tell when something is a print vs an original. The only artist the AI will challenge is digital artists. Yes, the situation was art will have to change and adapt. Also, just to tell you, traditional art still exists. This is basically where you take a canvas and you paint stuff using the paint. There's also buildings which get made, and then there needs to be art on those buildings. There's some pretty art around my city, and a lot of them were hired by artists.